Messi the hiking dog.
So welcome back to the Blot Outdoor Show, Mandingos. Thank you for joining me on another Friday night video. The old video gaga. If you legends know exactly what I'm talking about. Yes, sadly, Messi the hiking dog, the legend that he is no longer with us. The poor little bugger was on his last legs. Took him to the vet yesterday. Got a scan done, 2 x-rays, like a full check-up and that, and he was buggered, guys. He had like a swollen liver. I mean, we had him at the vets over a year ago, so he's been on medication for his lungs. His poor lungs has been buggered for a while. He's got arthritis in all his legs. You've seen him on the last video. I took him out and he was hobbling along when I was putting him down. I mean, I carried him for 90% of that video. I carried him, right? I had to put him down for a slash Gordon. Yeah, the vet basically said it would be cruel to take him home. She didn't think he would make it through the night anyway. So, but it could have went on longer, so it would have been cruel to take him home and watch him suffering and fighting for his breath. So I made the choice. There was like me, Mrs. Blott and Preston. Them two went out the room. I was left with Messi. He was sat on my knee. He had his little head there, like on my chest. His eyes were half shut. He was falling asleep anyway, so I shut his eyes and the vet did what you had to do. And he drifted off into doggy heaven. Yeah, he'll be running around now through them fields, back to full fitness. Happy dingoes, as they say, on the Isle of Dogs. You better believe they do. It's a killer, like, isn't it? It's like a pain in your gut. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to stand here and try and pretend I'm some tough guy. I've had a couple of tears. Poor Mrs. Blott and Preston's been really broken hearted. It's just one of them things, isn't it? He was nearly 14. He was 14 in February coming up. So, I mean, what's that in dog years? They say 1 year, 7 years in dog years. So, he'll have been in his 90s. So he's had a good innings. And he's done a lot of things other dogs haven't done for just a little dog. He's been out on plenty of camps with me. If you go back to my early videos, he's in quite a few of my videos. Van camping with me and Cowboy Chris and young Chris and little Mick. Obviously out in my tent. He's even been over Strident Edge. You know, the dangerous walk in the Lake District where people fall and die every year. Little Messi's been over there. So, yeah, there's some people walking towards us. And I'm not really in a sociable mood today. Get your words out. I'll bring you back in a Slaconda. How we?
Sellers, your bike. Why, it's got fat tyres.
So, like I was just saying, I'm not really in a sociable mood today for bumping into people. Don't get me wrong, dingo man dingoes. If I do bump into someone and they come over for a bit crack, I'll happily talk to them. But I'm not going to a different town or city today, you know, because I go all over the place, don't I? Different towns every week. I'm not doing that today. Basically, I'm going to go for a walk around the places I used to walk with Messi. You know, if I just come out my front door and went off for a walk. When he could walk a bit further. Lately, you're lucky if you could walk him up the street and back down. So, yeah, that's what we're doing, guys. Just going for a little mooch around while I'm talking shite to you absolute legends. Yesterday, oh God, it was a bad day. Obviously, I've told you, and you can see the thumbnail of this video. Poor little Messi passed away. But my Uncle Ken, my mum's brother, he was like 86, I think he was. He passed away yesterday as well. He had a stroke, I think nearly 2 years ago. And the poor bugger's been stuck like in a care home. And I know he wouldn't have wanted that. I mean, I've got the best dad in the world. I've got the best mum and dad in the world. But it wasn't my dad that got me into the outdoors. It was my Uncle Ken. I've mentioned him before a couple of times in previous videos. He was the type of guy. He always had dogs, like a whippet or a terrier. This is when I was only little. He always had pigeons. I can remember him having ferrets. And he used to like to get out all over the place, over the fields. I lived in Seaham, he lived in Merton when I was a little kid. So all the fields and the little back roads, country roads and public footpaths through the fields between Seaham and Merton. He used to take me up there. One time I nearly got killed. He said, don't go over near them horses. What did I do? I think I was only about 3 or 4. I ran over behind the horses and one of the horses kicked us right in the face. They said I would have died, but the horse didn't have its shoe on, didn't have the metal shoe on. So, yeah, there'd have been no Blot Outdoor Show. So it was my Uncle Ken that kind of got me into the outdoors from being a little kid. And I'm just glad he's at peace. Because even before he had his stroke, a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, he was still getting out, walking his dog. He was still driving. He'd drive to me mum and dad's to come and visit me mum and dad and other people he was friends with. So, yeah, he still enjoyed the outdoors. So going from that to being stuck in a nursing home, that was no life. So to my cousins, Kenneth, David and Graham, I'm thinking of yous, thinking of you, my Uncle Ken. In fact, I've got a little whaskey here that someone gave us, a little miniature whaskey, Woodford Reserve. So at some point when we're doing this mooch, I'm going to sit and I'm going to do a little world famous whaskey review, a little drink for my Uncle Ken and Messi the hiking dog. Right, come on, let's get over this road and we'll continue walking over to like a sports complex area. There's like a big running track there, like Olympic sized running track. You might remember quite a while ago me and little Mick doing a stealth camp there, so we'll have a walk around there, see what's going on, and we'll talk some more shite as well. Right. So I've just cut across this football pitch and we'll take a little Linden Gooch up there. That's like the local ski slope, Silksworth ski centre, and we'll see what's going on. Dice. So that's us up the top of that bank. It's a lot steeper than it looks. Definitely when you're a fat lad like me and you've got asthma, saying that, I think I'm going to have a little puff. Oh, matron. Fantastic views from up here. You can see all of this part of Sunderland. This is like the Silksworth area, all around there. That's where I camped. You know my last camping video? The camping above the city of Sunderland. Let us zoom in a bit. Yep, that's where I was, folks. There, looking down over the city, but it was foggy. It was fogged on Milosevic, so you couldn't see the city lit up as good as it normally looks. Plenty of times I've been up there with Messi and the other dogs. All just a short walk from where I live. So, I mean, it's only taken me 15 minutes to walk here. Amazing. What a fantastic place to live. Right then, where did I say we're going? like the running track area. So here we have the ski slope, little hole in the fence, so let's just quickly get through and show you. I'll just stand here. There you go. Happy dingoes. I remember going skiing with the school in France when I was like 14, I think I was, and this is where we came a few times to practice. Happy days, man, dingoes. Right, so the running track is over there. I'll see you when we get to the running track. Oh, you bastard. My fan sexualities. Skid marks. Skid marks and skid marks. Got like a skate park area there. A few young'uns in. Football area there. Running track over there. Right on. Why, it's busy. Yeah, I think Cowboy Chris done a stealth camp somewhere around here. I'm not exactly sure where. Somewhere in them trees. You know Cowboy Chris, he's got the YouTube channel Bonnie Lad Adventures. He's been in my video since the very first one. Me, Cowboy Chris, and Messi the hiking dog. Use of the running track must be booked in advance. Why I'm bothered. Yeah, so this is where me and Mick done a stealth camp between 3 and 4 years ago, nearly 4 years ago, something like that. We were over there somewhere in the corner. We'll go and check it out. But as we're walking round, might as well talk some more shite. Yeah, it's a right doom and gloom video, this, isn't it? No, it's not, because that's not the way of the Mandingo. That's not the style on the Blot Outdoor Show. I'll always try and turn negatives into positives, if you know what I'm talking about. Always try and get out in the outdoors, the great outdoors, like what I'm doing now. That does make things like a million times better. But yeah, I'm a bit chewed. Me mum's in for an operation tomorrow. I mean, me mum's 75, nearly 76. She's 76 in December. She's got to get one of her kidneys removed. I say a kidney because my dad tells the worst jokes in the world. You know, like horrible, terrible, stinking dad jokes that are just not funny. Well, sometimes they're that shit that are funny. He still tells the same joke now, where he says, young lad with a speech impediment goes into the butcher's. The butcher says, can I help you? The young lad says, yeah. He says, can I have half a pound of steak and kidney? The butcher says, steak and kidney? Do you not mean steak and kidney? The young lad says, that's what I said, diddle I? Boom, boom. Told you it was terrible, didn't I? Dad jokes. Yeah, so me and my dad's been joking with my mum because it's the only way we know how to deal with things, have a laugh. We've been seeing you getting a kidney removed. So yeah, she goes in for that operation tomorrow. When she got checked out a few weeks ago, she got told she had like a cancer tumour, quite big, the size of a lime. That's what the surgeon said on that kidney. So that kidney's got to be took out. Fortunately, the other one is really good. She's got a kidney of someone a lot younger, the old steak and kidney. Oh, so I'm a bit chewed about that because, you know, anything can go wrong, can't it? It'll not. Everything will be fine. My mum's as fit as a lop. She'll be back on her feet soon. She'll be out with her walking poles, power walking round the streets of Siam and R.I.P. Where did me and Mick camp? I think they've changed the fence since we were last here. They have. So we were like down here somewhere. I know this is quite wide open, but we set up camp just before it got dark, and there's no road or anything around here. That's like a little car park area up there where you do get young'uns coming later on to hang around. But if you're up there looking down here when it's night time, in front of these bushes, yeah, this is where we were. From up there looking down here, it's just pitch black. Obviously when we get smash burgered, we've got our lights on, but no one bothered us. It was a good camp. Go and check it out, guys. Stealth camping next to a running track with little Mick. Happy dingoes. Right, is there a way out? Is there another gate? Or have I got to walk Roger Blackneck all the way around? We'll walk all the way around. So yeah, fingers crossed, everything goes well with me old mum getting a steak and kidney removed. It's Wednesday now. I said earlier on, welcome back to another Friday night video. But as I'm here now making this video, it's Wednesday. I went out and done my camp on Monday, which I normally do on a Tuesday. And then I'm doing my mooch around video now on Wednesday. Lately I've just been going out on a Friday morning and doing the video for Friday, getting home, get edited, get on YouTube. But I'm just getting like a little bit ahead this week, so I've got Thursday and Friday off because my mum's supposed to go in hospital tomorrow, Thursday. And if everything goes to plan, dingo man dingoes, she'll come home on the Friday. So I want the Thursday and the Friday free for obvious reasons. And then yeah, fingers crossed, everything goes to plan. I'll be back out stealth camping on Saturday, so you legends has got a video to watch on Sunday. So yeah, right, where we're going to go now. I tell you what, just so we're mooching around and mooching and talking shite, and just a little bit of a walk and talk video, a dedication to Messi the hiking dog, walking around, because I would just come over here with him and just walk just all over. It's a fantastic place to do a bit dog walking. We'll go over to the tennis court area. Can remember, I think it was last year, I've done a stealth camp next to some tennis courts. So let's go over and we'll check that location out. Location. Mad for it. Bit of a shortcut this way. Just cut across this other football pitch, through them trees and bushes, and that'll take you straight to the tennis courts. Ricicles. So you can see where I was earlier on. We've gone up there, down the other side of the ski slope, over to the running track. Now we've cut across these football pitches. We'll go through this little bit of woodland. I'll just keep the camera rolling, guys, so you can see what I can see. As they say in the Dudonsky Bait International Playboy Bunny Boiler. So that looks like some battered and bruised tennis courts that don't get used anymore. But there's some like newer ones here, and we were like round the other side. Oh, yes. Right, where was I? A little bit further down, I think. If you haven't watched this video, guys, you need to go back and check it out. I think it's just called stealth camping next to some tennis courts, or stealth camping next to the tennis courts. And I nearly got caught. I nearly got busted blood wrestled on this camp. While I was hiding in the bushes, some strange weird guy with long hair come walking through. I don't know if he was looking for me or if he was just a weirdo, maybe some pervert that likes to go, "Hiya, you alright?" flashing in the bushes. But he nearly caught the mandingo. I made things worse for myself because I think I shouted, "Hey mate," and then he was looking for us. So go back and check that video out, guys, if you haven't already watched it. Yeah, I think this is where I was. Through here. Yeah, gap in the fence. I'll have to watch out because I had a big steaming turd when I was here. I don't want to stand in some human Kathmandu, even though it's my own. Yep, this is definitely where I was. Down here, I think you can see. Tremendous place to camp. Tennis courts just there. Busy road behind. Bugger me backwards, as they say in the gay bars of San Francisco and Brighton and Hove Albion. Let's get back on the track. In the famous words of Butchie Boys Adventures. And let's carry on mooching. Right. Everyone sexually active, active, Silksworth Community Pool, Tennis and Wellness Centre. Yeah, there's a good swimming pool in there. There's a gym in that there as well. I sell as my gym membership. Around the corner, I'm not going to go around because there's loads of kiddies playing. There's like a big kiddies play park that goes up like on a steep bank. So there's loads of like slides. Spent many a time there at that park with my son Preston and Messi the hiking dog. Yeah, let's cut across the grass over here and we'll go like round the back of Sainsbury's supermarket way. So this is the back door loving. Matron. No, this is the back. Come on, let's be serious, man, dingo. Bloody hell. I'll always try and have a laugh, guys, no matter what, on the Blood Outdoor Show. I'm here to put a smile on a few people's faces. There's probably a few people hate me guts because I don't take things serious, but that's just the way I am. That's the way I deal with things. Yeah, so I don't want to walk around the front of Sainsbury's because I guarantee you there'll be people who recognise us, and although yes, they just want to come over and be nice and have a bit chat with the man dingo, I'm not in the mood for that today. Once you get past Sainsbury's here and you walk a little bit further down, then you've came out of the Silksworth area of Sunderland. So all this round here where we've been, the football pitches, the ski slope, the running track, where I walked down at the very beginning of the video, down that pathway that used to be like an old railway line area, all around the estates, like where I live, that's all Silksworth. So I'm going to just stick around this area. So rather than carry on walking down, that'll take you down to the Barnes area of Sunderland. We're going to take a sharp left here, and that's going to take us past two nice little lakes. I think they're just called Silksworth Lakes. So yeah, we'll check them out. It's actually, while I see it, it's actually turned out to be a decent video. A nice little local, very local to me, mooch around. A mooch around where I used to take Messi for a walk. Me, Messi, Preston, me two stepdaughters when they were younger. Just cut across this grass here. Normally, at the end of these videos, I normally finish off with a takeaway review where I sit in the back of the Blockmobile. So what I'm going to do today is, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Mrs. Blott's got the day off work. She might be at work tonight. I'm not too sure, but she's off during the day. So she said, Mandingo. She didn't really say Mandingo. She said Chris. Hi mate, you alright? How you doing? See what I mean? I told you I would get spotted. I mean, if I'd went round the front of Sainsbury's, where it'll be quite busy. That's just somebody on another public footpath over there spotted us through the trees. It's nice though, I love it. It's nice when people stop you because it means they enjoy my videos. What was I saying? Yeah, Mrs. Blott said she's got the day off. So she said, you go out and do your mooch around video, Mandingo, and I'm going to cook you a homemade chicken and mushroom pie. Oh yes guys. And I guarantee you one thing, Mrs. Blott's got the best tasting pie in Sunderland. Matron. No, she does bake a lovely pie. She normally does like corned beef pies, mince pies, steak pies, ham and egg. I don't think she's cooked as a chicken and mushroom one before. So I'm looking forward to that. And I think I'm going to have some homemade chips with her as well. So yeah, that sounds like a right treat. So what I'll do is, I'll tell you what I'll do. When the food's cooked and it's all plated up, I'll go outside, I'll jump in the back of the Blockmobile like what I normally do for a takeaway review, and we'll do some Munchen Gladbach, some serious Borussia Munchen Gladbach in the back of the Blockmobile, and I'll give Mrs. Blot a score out of 10. I'll tell you, the tooth, the whole tooth, and nothing but the tooth. I'm expecting to get a high score because she is a really good cook. Right, we are coming to the first lake, so I'll bring you back in a nail Sadaka. Lice. Right. All right, mate. Why, aye. It is, mate. I'm recording, by the way, mind.
Oh, yeah,
How you doing? You all right?
I'm all right.
Aye. What's your name, man?
Lewis.
Lewis. Nice to meet you, my man friend. Obviously doing a bit fishing.
I am.
Caught out like?
I've got the one. Where's my phone?
I didn't even realise there'd be anything worth catching in there, mate.
You know what? There's some nice fish in here.
Nice fish.
Aye, nice fish.
Can you get me a haddock and chips, please?
I wish. I've just had this. It's not the biggest.
I'll just get on there. Oh, that's not bad, that, mate.
But I've had, like, this. Honestly, there's some big fish in here.
Fantastic. God, I've lived here in Silksworth for like 20 years and I didn't even know there was... I thought there'd be like little tiddlers in, but...
Some small stuff in.
Did you catch that here as well before?
Just further down the bottom.
Class, mate. Good stuff, Mara. I'm just doing a bit of a local walk today, like... I normally go off to different towns every week, but I just fancied something nice.
Where you going?
Nice and low-key and local. Well, I've started at mine, I come down the liney, I've been up past the ski slope, round the running track, down by the back of Sainsbury's, cut back along here. Just probably go around in a big circle and go home. Nice and easy, mate, nice and easy one the day.
Go wrong.
So,
No
aye.
cans, like.
What's that, mate?
No cans.
No can dingoes tonight, mate, no. I'll save myself for the weekend, I'll have a good drink when I go out camping, so...
That's what I'm going to do.
Aye, aye.
Nice up at the weekend.
Can't beat it, mate, can you?
No.
A few can dingoes with your pal dingoes.
Get the rod out.
Happy
Go
dingoes,
down.
man, dingoes. Get your rod out now. Good to see, mate. It's good to see young'uns getting out and doing stuff like this, and happy days. So, nice talking to you, Lewis, mate. And you'll be on YouTube on Friday night.
I'm gone. Bragged to me, mate. He loves you.
Does he?
J. Kelly.
What's your mate called?
J. Kelly.
J. Kelly. J. Kelly. You know it makes sense. Right, nice talking to you, mate.
See you later.
Cheerio, Mara. Lovely lad, eh? That's what it's all about, folks. Northeast of England. Best people in the world. Right. That's Lewis walking away there. He quickly came over. He had two of his friends on the phone. Like on a video call. They wanted to say hello. Bonjour and au revoir to the Mandingo. So I've just been talking to them. Oop, nearly shipped myself there. Sell us your bike. So there you go, guys. We're at the end of this lake. Carry on walking along there just for another minute. And then we'll come to the second lake. You know it makes total sense. So you can see the lake just there, the second lake, which is like still in Silksworth, but like on the edge. That's the Farringdon area of Sunderland. If you remember when I'd done a fire station stealth camp in the bushes, and then just behind it, the McDonald's drive-through stealth camp, that's there. That part of Sunderland here is Plains Farm. That's like the start of Plains Farm, which goes on for quite a bit further, like over that way. But we're not going that way. We're going to stick in the Silksworth area today, guys. We'll go and check this lake out, and then we'll head up there, through like the pathway, through the trees. It's going to take us back up towards like the ski slope area. I don't think I mentioned this yet. I meant to mention it earlier on and I forgot. My mind just keeps going blankety blank. The old blankety blank. Check pen and book, you bastard. No, I'm only joking. We'll have none of that today, guys. We'll save that for the weekend when I'm smash burgered. Yeah. At the end of this video, after I've done the food review, Mrs. Blott's homemade chicken and mushroom pie, I'm going to go through my videos, all the early ones and the more recent ones obviously, and I'm going to take loads of screenshots and get loads of like nice little photos of Messi when he's been with me and the two Chris's and little Mick, Mrs. Blott, my son Preston. And at the end of the video I'll leave you with quite a few photographs of Messi with a little bit of music over the top. Aye mate, you alright? So yeah, a little bit of a dedication to Messi. And we're going to slip in a whaskey review as well. That'll be like a dedication to my Uncle Ken, who sadly passed away yesterday. Yeah, so I'm not going to walk all the way around this lake because I don't want to go over there where you've got like a busy road. There'll be people driving past and they'll be bibbing the horns and they'll be getting out to talk to us, which I don't mind. But like I've already explained, I'm trying to avoid that today. But if I bump into anyone like Lewis back there, I'm happy to stand and have a bit of crack on to you absolute legends. There we go. So you can see why this is like a dog walking paradise, can't you? Come on then, let's head up that way. Shit, it's the place. They're looking for the Mandingo. So you can see where we are. We've just gone round in a big circle of love. Let me zoom in for you guys. Back at the running track. And then you've got like the hut there for the ski centre. That's where you would go and pay your money and get yourself sergeant slaughtered with all your gear. Right then, my fandingos, what we're going to do is we're going to go right up back on the top of the ski slope and we're going to do a world famous whaskey review. Let's have another look at what we've got. When I was walking round doing the mooch video last week in the nice little town of Crook in County Durham, I bumped into a lovely couple. The names have just slipped out of my mind, but I'll give them a shout out when I do the whaskey review in a minute. And they give us this Woodford Reserve. It's a bourbon whaskey. Bourbon's not a whaskey, Mandingo. Well, it is. It's a bourbon whaskey. So yeah, let's get to the top of the ski slope, find a nice little spot to sit down on my big fat hairy spotty arse, and we'll do a world famous whaskey review. Right on. So here we are, folks, back at the top of the hill, top of the ski slope. We've got the whaskey ready, Woodford Reserve. A little bit football training going on down there. Views all the way over the top of Silksworth. Right then, where am I going to sit? This looks fine for me. I'm going to get a wet bum bum. Oh no. Right, I'll bring you back for the whaskey review in a couple of seconds. Dice. Oh yes, Mandingos, you know what time it is. It's whaskey time, and this is what we've got this week. Woodford Reserve Distillers Select Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whaskey, kindly given to me from a lovely couple by the names of Annette and Lawrence. Spank you very much. You wouldn't believe how many people get onto me with a little bum bums hurt and they'll say, Mandingo, bourbon's not a whaskey. One guy even emailed us, he was getting really angry. It literally says, oh no, he said literally. It literally says, guys, if I can zoom in there, Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whaskey. So there you go. Bourbon is a type of whaskey. That's enough of that talking shite. Let's get this top off. Yes, once again, thank you to Lawrence and Annette. No Cup Dingo, guys. I haven't brought the famous Cup Dingo out, so I'll have to do my best, even though I don't wear a vest. Get the old Nostradamus in. Here we go. Oh, I can smell that. Quite creamy, sweet, like a toffee and honey at exactly the same time, but like a nice, like a nice leather smell. You know when you get like a new leather couch, like a leather sofa, and you go, smell your ma. You smell the seat where your mum's just stood up from. Smell your ma. What am I talking about? Yeah, like a nice leather smell. Brr. That's enough of the sniffing. Let's get on with the tasting. Ricicles. Sweet. Like a Jim Beam or a Jack Daniels. But nicer. Creamy. A few little spices there, yeah. Slight little tingle on the old tongue dingo. I mean, it's not really spicy, but there's a few little tingles there. Very nice though. Like a strong oak coming through there. So yeah, I've said this before, haven't I, when I've reviewed different types of bourbons. If you imagine like a Jim Beam type of drink, even a Jack Daniels, I know a Jack Daniels isn't quite a bourbon. Was it a Tennessee sour mash whaskey? But it's got that quite similar tangy, sweet flavour rooney, but this is better. It's a lot better. And I'm telling the truth. Let's get some more Dead and Hatch, guys. Look at this. Not a bad view. Over there where I was camping on my last video, that'll take you down to the Hendon area and then the city centre all the way over there. You can see Plains Farm in that area over there. And that is sensational Silksworth. Over that way, you kind of see for the bush and the fence, you've got Farringdon in that direction. But I'm sitting here enjoying this with a nice quality whaskey. Yes, I'm a little bit heartbroken. I'm thinking of Messi the hiking dog. But what can you do? Some people watching might be thinking, well, it's just the dog man dingo. Any one of yous that's a dog lover, or even if you've got a cat or whatever, if you're a pet lover, you know what it's like. It's gut-wrenching, it's awful. It feels even worse sometimes, doesn't it, than losing a human, losing a family member or a friend. That little dog, nearly 14-year-old, you know. It's he's going to be a miss, guys. He's going to be a big miss, and so's my Uncle Ken. Yeah, the guy, the legend that. He was the first person that took me out in the great outdoors when I was only like 4, 5, 6-year-old, getting out on the fields like what we've done today. Seeing him with his pigeons and his ferrets when I was young. Fantastic times. So this, yeah, the photos at the end of the video is going to be the dedication to Messi. This whaskey review is a dedication to my Uncle Ken, who sadly passed away yesterday. Yes, I'm thinking of you, my Uncle Ken. Yeah, and I'm thinking of me 3 cousins, Kenneth, David and Graham. There you go. Love you, Uncle Ken. This one's for you. Right, guys. Oaky, honey, toffee, vanilla, nice and creamy, sweet like your typical bourbon. Let's get this last bit down the old hatchsticks. Once again, a massive thank you to Lawrence and Annette for that. You're a lovely couple, and it was nice talking to you. Yes, guys, that was very nice. Woodford Reserve, Kentucky Straight, bourbon whaskey. I'm going to give that a nice solid 8 point. I've reviewed this before and I can't remember what I give. I'm going to give it an 8.3. You better believe I am. It's 8.3 out of 10 dingo, my Mandy Dingleberries. There you go then, guys. I need to get home. It's helping me sitting down because I'm touching cloth. I've got a teddy bear's arm sticking out the old brown eye. I'm dying for the Papa Don't Preach. I'm in trouble deep. I need to get home for a Kathmandu. I think you know exactly what I'm talking about. So yeah, when I bring you back, hopefully Mrs. Blott's got the homemade chicken and mushroom pie with homemade chips cooked, and we'll be jumping in the back of the Blottmobile to do some serious brochure munching Gladbach. You know, it makes sense. Right. Oh, yes, Mandingos. Here we go. Look at that. A thing of beauty. The old black beauty. So this homemade chickoni weaver and mushroom pie. It's in like a little pot, so it's only got the pastry on the top. We have homemade chipperoonies, nice and well done, just the way I like them, in some mushy peas. You know it makes sense, guys. I'm going to dive straight in for a chip sarnie. Homemade chip sarnie, salt, vinegar and pepper on there, the old Sergeant Pepper. Let's get a few mushy peas in there as well, just for a laugh. Oh, yeah. There we go, guys. Proper council estate food, isn't it? Homemade chip sarnies. That's what I'm talking about, folks. Just what you need after a good long walk around. And I've had nothing to eat today. To be honest, I didn't even really feel hungry just before I came out here. I'm all chewed up worrying about my mum tomorrow with an operation. But yeah, I think I'll destroy this. Them chips are a very good start. You know it makes sense, guys. Oh, yeah. Mrs. Blott always cooks for me. She normally uses these little pots for lasagnas. She's always got something on nice. Always home cooked meals. Not very often we make things, you know, like processed shit food. I mean, we do sometimes. We try and cook a meal from scratch for the three of us. We're trying to do it on a budget. The old budget windows. Yeah, spot on, guys. Just what you need. Just what you need, a good, hearty, home-cooked meal when you're feeling chewed to bits. Let's have another chip butty and then we'll get on with the chicken and mushroom pie. Get them mushy peas on there, folks. You know the dance when you wear skin tight pants, just like the Mandingo does. Oh. Oh yes, pet. As they say at the building sites of Dusseldorf. That is nice. So basic, but so nice at exactly the same time. Lovely jubbly. Let's get a little drink. Obviously Diet Coke, because I'm watching me figure. And then it's time for the main shit stain. You know what I'm talking about, guys. Oh, gotta be careful, because that little pot there is Billy piping hot. I didn't even bring out a knife. I've got a fork, and then if I need to scoop it out, you know, the chicken and the mushrooms with the juice, I just thought I'd get a spoon. Yeah, let's dive in, folks. Oh, a nice flaky pastry on the top. Oh, steaming, folks. Maybe I should have brought a knife. Mrs. Blood said, do you want a knife? I said, no, I'll be okay. Oh, look at that. Nice chunk of chicorny weaver. Mushroom on there as well. Flaky. Pastry. Like a lovely gravy sauce. Oh, that is spectacular. Now, I told Mrs. Blood earlier on, I've got to tell the truth. If it's shite, I can't just say it's really nice. I said, you legends will know if I'm talking shite. She went, no, I'd rather you tell the truth. So, yeah. Oh, look at that. Oh, spot on. It's like something you would get in a nice country pub. If I went in a pub and ordered this in the Lake District, like a pie like this, homemade pie, homemade chips, couple of slices of bread, mushy peas, you're talking what? £18? Something like that in the Lake District? Maybe even more in some of the pubs. And it wouldn't be as nice as that. There wouldn't be as much chicken in. Oh, I'm going to burn my fingers now, but look at that, guys. Lovely. Come on, give me some more chicken and mushrooms in the sauce. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, oh wow. Piping hot. Lovely and tasty. Mrs. Blott, you've done me proud. You haven't just got a sexy butt. You've got a lovely tasting pie. Air. Lovely, guys. She's made another pie as well, like a bigger one, a steak and mushroom. Oh yeah. So Mrs. Blott's having some of that for her supper.
and then she'll leave some of that. I'll have that for me lunch in Gladbach tomorrow. No other wonder I can't lose any weight. All this lovely home cooked food. Oh. Lucky I do loads of hiking. Lovely. And it makes a change as well, doesn't it? From fish and chips, Chinese, pizzas, homemade pie. Oh yes, chips and pie. I mean, that's like proper chicken, guys. It's not like any cheap stuff. Nice chicken that Mrs. Blott's diced up. Oh, but the flavour of the mushrooms of the chicken and the creamy white chicken sauce, and then the crunch of the flaky pastry on the top. Perfect, absolutely perfect. And the chips really well done. I don't know if you like that. If you like me, I always say to Mrs. Blood, leave them in a bit longer. I like them really dark, really well done. Yeah. Oh. I think I've left it too long to eat. You know when you've had nothing to eat all day, and then when you get a meal, you can't eat it at all. You're stuffed straight away. That's what I feel like now. I think I'll have to finish this off back in the house in about an hour when I've let this settle. But we'll have a bit more now, and we'll carry on talking shite, and we'll wrap up the old score dingoes. But yeah, tremendous, perfect, well done, homemade chips. Mushy peas and mushy peas, aren't they? Look at that pie. And a thick little dish there. Loads of chicken. Loads of mushrooms. Packed in the chicken and mushrooms. The sauce. I was wondering what she was going to do with the sauce. Because I'm no cook. I'm a beans on toast man. Or a microchip butty. Do you know what I mean? Pot noodle. That is lovely. And Mrs. Blott is getting that flaky pastry. Absolutely spot on. Like I said, if I got there in a pub, I'd be absolutely over the moon if I'd get that if I was out for a meal. So I've got to give Mrs. Blood a big, fat, massive. I'm going to give her a 10 out of 10. If anyone complains, I couldn't give a shite. So Mrs. Blood, thank you very much. Yes, it was just what I needed. A 10 out of 10 from this man dingo. Absolutely tremendous, folks. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Yeah, it's been a bit of a sad one, but we still had a laugh. I've still been smiling. We've still had a few giggles, and yeah, still been a good one, hasn't it, guys? So I'm now going to leave you with no fans clips this week, guys. I'll bring the fans clips back next week. I'm now going to leave you with just a few photographs of Messi over the last few years when he's been coming out with me on my adventures. Poor little thing. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Very much appreciated. I love each and every one of yous. And please make sure you tune in for the next one, which will be a stealth camping adventure on Sunday night. You know what I'm talking about, and you know what makes absolute, complete, and total sense. Oh yes, right.
Bye.